Hi Trader, Tina here once again from ShortMeTina.com with my daily recap. Happy Monday. We have a lot to cover, so let's get through the intro. Welcome. If this is your very first time tuning into a ShortMeTina video, I'd like to say welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Do us a solid in the comment section. Say hi again. I generally say hi back, and let me know how you found us or anything else you want to share with the community. So what you see right here is our mission statement. I think it's very fitting, as always, to start out with essentially what our mission is and what we are here, or what we're all about essentially. So our mission here is to build a powerhouse of successful traders and to help you find more winners. We conclude if you win, we win. For that to happen right now in the comment section, let me know what your biggest frustration is when it comes to reaching your trading goals, or your biggest frustration when it comes to trading. And considering what happened in the market today, I know there's a lot of frustrations out there. I'm going to also link what I believe to be the 3 pillars of successful trading, especially after what occurred in the market today. I really encourage and I implore you to watch that video. It's about 12 minutes in length. You can actually listen to it. It's not necessarily visual, although it is a video, but you can actually listen to it while you're taking a shower, driving to work. Again, 12 minutes, not a lot of time, in my opinion, that you need to devote to this video. And lastly, again, we just started out the first week of August. We just ended July, so I think it's always good, I do this all the time, to do a end of month performance review. Again, I'm going to link a video to exactly the metrics that we pay attention to, all right? So let's get into a recap of the overall markets. All right, so right now what you're looking at is the SPY S&P 500 daily chart dating back to 2017. We're off about 2.93% on the day to close at 284.05. We're down a little bit in after hours. I believe the after hours low that I saw was 278, and that's interesting. So from the most recent high of around 302, right? I believe we got to 302. Yeah, we got to 302.23. From the most recent high of about 302, which occurred several days ago, to today's low of 278 in after hours. This SPY is actually off about 8%. 8% in like under 7 trading days. That's a huge move. We're actually almost in correction territory. So the video that I did on Friday, I essentially said to basically prepare yourself for any scenario. And I provided a couple of links to articles that I've done in the past talking about bear markets, market correction, how to position yourself, etc. I encourage everyone on Friday to take a little bit of time out. These articles are really short. I'll link them again today in the description box. I encourage everyone to take like a few minutes out of their weekend to essentially prepare themselves or prep themselves for potentially what could have been a Monday like we're seeing today. What else did I say? So let me just go over the chart a bit. Again, daily chart dating back to 2017. Now we see 279.06. So it looks like it's actually reflecting what's going on in after hours. So today alone, the SPY is down north of 5%, 8% from the highs of 302 to 278 lows. Anyway, so we broke out, let's say, June of 2019 when as high as 302. I said in that scenario, we're breaking out of about a 2-year base. You have to be bullish. However, if we dip below the breakout base of around 293 to like 297, you need to remain cautious, or you need to be cautious. What happened? We dipped below 293 to 297. That was, in my opinion, that should have been your cue to go short. We've actually been short since, well, I don't necessarily need to let you guys know exactly where we went short, but we've actually been short the market as a hedge. And so far it's playing out extremely well in our favor. So the SPY right now, it's sitting on that 280 to 282 level. It was a level that we have tested several times dating back to 2017. You can see it here. We tested it here, failed, tested it here, failed, tested it here, failed, 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 failed. And now we're retesting it here. So heading into tomorrow, you want to see, well, are we going to get a bump or a bounce of that 280 to 282 level? If we do not get a bounce, then definitely entertain a scenario where we revisit June lows of around 273. That is still a possibility, which is another, 3 to 4% pullback from these current levels. So if 280 to 282 do not hold, or if we open up below today's close, I believe the close is 284, and it's looking like we're going to open up below. So if we open up, right, these are things you need. I know I'm all over the place, but these are the things that I'm essentially saying to pay attention to tomorrow. You want to pay attention to how the market opens up. You want to pay attention, in my opinion, to after hours low. Right now, again, the last print I saw was 278. So if we dip below 278 into tomorrow, entertain the possibility that we might actually dip to 273. Potentially we can get a bounce there. If we do not get a bounce there, then things can really spiral quickly, and you can see a SPY, which does not seem like a likely scenario, but it is possible. We can see a SPY at 258 right now. Again, I am short, will remain short until the charts say otherwise. What else? All right, IWM daily chart dating back to 2017. So again, very surprised. I did feel that on the 6th attempt, the IWM would actually penetrate that 160 level. That did not happen. I believe the video that I did on Friday was, in my opinion, slightly cautionary. I said, hey, you need to envision a scenario where the IWM actually pulls back to 144 to 145, and you need to actually position yourself for that scenario actually happening. Did we go to 144, 145? No. Actually, no, that's actually incorrect. In after hours, regular trading hours, I believe we went as low as 146. After hours, I see a print of 144. So from the most recent high, mind you, this high occurred on July 31st, which is just several trading days ago. From the most recent high of 159.23, which occurred on July 31st, to today's low in after hours of 144, the IWM is actually off 9.5%, north of 10%. I think we're down about 15% from all-time highs. Again, heading into tomorrow, you want to pay attention to today's low, and in my opinion, the low that occurred in after hours, which is 144. If we open up below that, oh, you can see it here. Now it's reflected in the chart, right? I see it here, 145.12. It's finally catching up to after hours. If this does not hold, we're at a crucial level, right? We're at support, in my opinion. There's a possibility we can have a bounce, right? We saw the bounce here. We saw the bounce here. We saw the bounce here. We got the bounce here. Will we get the bounce here tomorrow? That is to be seen. If we do not get the bounce, very surprised. I would be very surprised, but anything is possible. Entertain a scenario where we revisit price points that we saw in December of January. All right. Again, prepare yourself, position yourself. Anything is possible in the markets. What else? All right. And considering everything that's going on with trade wars, China being accused of quote unquote devaluing their currency, we have Bitcoin here making a strong move. It's up north of 8% on the day. I see a quote slightly under 12,000. Me personally, I'm very surprised, very surprised that we're not at 13 to 14,000. So I'm going to give it between today and tomorrow to actually make that move. We're setting up. But again, I think the last few videos I did on Bitcoin, for me, my scenario was ending of July, beginning of August, we need to be at or above 13 to 14,000. That has not happened. I'm going to give it another day or two. Again, considering all that's going on, this, in my opinion, should be at around 13, 14,000. If we can get there between today and tomorrow, even if we get there within this week, look out, I think 20,000 is on the horizon, and that 40,000 price target that I'm seeing in 2019, we should achieve it. So again, long, and I'm strong and still bullish on Bitcoin. What else? All right, and then we have gold up about 1.4%. I see a quote here of 137.79. Considering again all that's going on in the market, not surprised that gold is breaking out. It's been trading in a range since we can say June of 2013, so the range is a little over 6 years in age. We finally broke out again in July of 2019. Seems like we're running into resistance clocks, and in my opinion, at around 140. So good price action. I'm not gonna take it away from gold. Decent price action, but for me, in my opinion, it's setting up for a short. I wouldn't be jumping in long here at this point, not yet anyway. What else? All right, and then we have the VIX up north of 40%. So huge move with the VIX today. I can see here a code of 2460. Do I envision a scenario where we're back to December levels where the VIX was trading at around 31 to 36 in the 30s? I do not think so. However, I do entertain a scenario where we get back to where the VIX was trading at around September to October of 2018. So that clocks it at around 27, you can say 27, 28. So sitting here at 2460, perhaps I can see a bit more upside for the VIX. But again, I don't think it's going to get to the levels that we see or we saw back in December. So again, pay attention to the VIX. What else? All right, and again, considering the market is off about 8%, the SPY is off about 8% from all-time highs. The IWM is off about north of 10% from its recent highs of around 149. Clearly, the market is in a pullback. Remember what I always say, overall markets first, individual stocks second, because if the overall market is tanking, chances are your stocks, no matter how great they are, will be pulling back as well. So we see Microsoft here is off north of around 6%. And remember, Microsoft is one of those stocks that I've indicated, if you look at a longer term chart, it's the thing of beauty. It's a chart that you want to own when there's a pullback. So I'm looking to actually get into Microsoft. Sitting here at 129.12, I think that's a decent area to get in, but I'm going to wait until it pulls back a little bit more because I'm anticipating that the market is going to pull back some more. What else? I have a few other stocks that I'm paying attention to. What else? All right, and then we have Bank of America daily chart off about 4% on the day. Another stock, another company that I've been looking to get into. In fact, I've been trying to get into Bank of America back in 2016. Completely missed the run-up. Sitting here at 28.08 again. A little bit too rich for me, but considering I'm expecting the market to pull back a little bit more, maybe another 4 or 5%, I'm going to also wait until Bank of America pulls back a little bit more. Another stock that I feel it's healthy, good company that I want to get into. Again, you want to look at these pullbacks essentially as a trading opportunity or an investing opportunity. You want to look for stocks out there that you have not been able to get into that you want to get into. What else? There was another stock that I wanted to put on the radar. What else? And then we have Amazon. It's off about a little over 3% on the day. I see a code here of $1,765.13. Again, it is a little bit off from its most recent high of around 2,000. Another stock, in my opinion, that you should be looking to get into. Am I going to run into Amazon here at around 1,700? No. Again, considering I'm expecting the market to pull back a little bit, I'm expecting Amazon to also pull back another few percentages. So when that occurs, I'm going to look to enter a long position. So to recap, I like Bank of America, I'm looking to Microsoft, and I'm looking for Amazon. So those are a couple freebies. You might want to check out Apple as well. Never been a fan, but you know what? I think that's also a decent opportunity. So let's cap it there. Be prepared essentially for what the market can potentially do tomorrow. I'm going to link in the description box those articles that I've been talking about in the past. So let's cap it there. Tina here, once again from ShortMeTina.com. If you enjoyed any portion of this video, I'd like for you to do 3 things for me. 1, comment in the comment section. How did you fare in this market today? How will you position yourself in the market going forward? That's the first thing. Comment in the comment section. Secondly, if you enjoyed any portion of this video I did today, make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel at ShortMeTina. And lastly, my friend, I've been trading for well over 15 years. If you think you can learn anything from me, then head on over to ShortMeTina.com. Sign up, become a member. Thank you for listening. And as always, thank you for the support. I will talk to you tomorrow.